Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers on Archangelus Gaming. Last time we were here, we were looking for some precious metals. But before we get to that, remember, if you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, hit that like button, tap that notification bell and leave us a comment below. Make it nice. Now, we were looking for certain materials because we needed to fix some of the continuing issues with our little mining craft, and utilizing the ore detector that we have on this ship, our capital ship, if you will. I found near our starting area, which is the ice and iron over on the right there, I found gold, silver and cobalt. Now, as sure as we go along, we will find the platinum that we need. Because if I go I to bring up the our menu system and go to production, which is on our capital ship, I've included two of these thruster components, and as you can see, it tells us what we need. We need 30 units of iron, 10 units of cobalt, 1 unit of gold, and 0.4 units of platinum. Now, should, by all rights, now be having this actually being refined. Yes, I forgot. Things like gold and silver, we can only get them made in a full-blown refinery, not a basic refinery. So, okay, we are going to have to do some severe modifications here. Okay, what we will do for now is transfer these into one of our cargo holds. Let's hide the empties so that we can see things better. Connector. Right, wrong cargo hold. Is that everything? That's nice. So yeah. Okay, so what we will do is, for now, come out of our little mining ship and start thinking about where are we going to put a full-blown refinery. That's probably going to look weird, but we could sling it underneath. Alright. Let's see what we've got here. It means we're going to have to lose this underside light. Oh, perfect. So what we could do now, because that is accessing the O2 generator, is if we press G, as in gamma, to bring up our toolbar config. Let's find our refinery. Oh, I've actually already got it in the list. Okay, cool. So I've got my own world on, in SE that I've been playing, in another area of the galaxy, shall we say. It's an enclosed environment. Okay, so for a conveyor junction, because we're going to need that, because otherwise we're going to have to get rid of these slopes. We're going to need a few bits and pieces. So yeah, if we go back into G, I don't know why it's still got the ore detector there. Let's find our conveyor junction. Sorry. Find the actual conveyor junction itself. Add that to the build planner. Let's see what we can extract. Can't withdraw 6 motors. Okay. But we can get enough in there to be able to make most of that. Now I'm gonna hazard a guess that the reason why we can't withdraw 6 motors is we don't have 6 motors. And I'll be right. Okay, simply put, just add 6 to our, by a single click into our production queue. And basically we can have 100 different items on the go, and it will just build whatever it's got the resources for, no matter where it is in the queue. But it will prioritize it if you've got it closer to the top left corner. Alright, go back in the inventory, put that in there, in our personal inventory. You can't do it from the production screen, you can't transfer it into your personal inventory, even if you want to. Probably one of the only small foibles I've found, but it's such an easy workaround, it's laughable. Okay, there we go. So we've got a conveyor in. So now we just need to figure out how we're going to put in this. Okay, so what's going on here? Right, we've got a few half pieces here that are going to get in the way. Okay, let's get rid of these first. We can use the resources anyway. Pardon me for my voice every so often. I am currently nursing a bit of a head cold. Trying to get myself back in a fighting form as soon as I can. Okay, so if we do that, turn it around, it's going to look weird. It's going to stick out to the side of our ship a little. But mind you, saying that, most of this stuff is. I mean, if we were to really go to town, we'd rebuild this ship around it. I mean, we could probably do that later on. I mean, I think I've said that before in previous episodes. So for now, alright, see what we can nab and what we need to build. Right, okay. I'm surprised though that it didn't allow me to nab the large steel tubes and things like that we got. Oh, I see why. It's prioritising the steel plate. Because you see, just for the basic steel plate alone, you need 1,100 units. And we only have a finite amount. Okay. Alright, I think... Yeah. Right, we're at that point now where it is a case of we go into production. Yeah, they go into this icon here with the 3 boxes, build planner. This will build whatever we have remaining in our list. Now, cobalt's going to be a problem. We need to go and get some cobalt. We'll just allow the steel plate and the motors to build, and then we will apply those, get in our mining ship and go and grab a bit of cobalt from that asteroid. What is going on? Production queue seemed to have hung there, showing just one steel plate, but it was actually building more. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure why we've got a pirate freighter coming our way, but... Oh, no, it's going away from us now. Yeah, I was monitoring it. But yeah, you do have bad guys in Space Engineers. You can turn that off in some of the settings, but this scenario, they're practically harmless. I say practically. Now, I'm pretty sure I've just done a big old no-no. I've forgotten which asteroid has the very material that we need. Is that going to show us? Right, so we're talking this big boy over here, so I have no idea where that cobalt is. So we're just going to have to play this by ear, if you will. Okay. Don't want to build up too much speed. Don't want to do something like that, basically. Right, looks like the cobalt is directly below us. So let's mine through. Saying 15 meters, but might not actually be. We'll know when we've hit the cobalt vein because you'll start seeing some like bluish hued rock. At the same time, doesn't matter in this case if we grab a load of stone because we can get some of the basic materials out of it. That'd be iron, nickel, and silicon. If you're creating your own sort of custom scenario, probably the first thing you're going to find, especially if you're doing something like solar system, is all you've got is a hand drill, and you're just going to need to mine as much rock as you can get your hands on. Right, we're still 6 meters out. Okay, let's check our inventory. Alright, so we are actually maxed out, so let's reverse out. And then head back to our... I probably actually mined deeper than I really ought to have. I don't really want to go too much deeper because if I hit that cobalt vein, then I'm going to lose out on cobalt. Right. Whoa! I think I've overshot the mark by a bit. Yep. Typical manoeuvre for me. Either overshoot, crash into things, die. Yeah, you name it. If it goes wrong, you'll see it on this channel. Okay. That was weird. Look at that. Firing my my port thrusters, and I have to move forward slightly just for it to then allow me to move. Not sure what that is. Alright, there we go. Connect that up. See about... Oh, hear that. There's our refineries kicking in. A little weird that you can actually hear it in space. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you there. But at least it means we know it's working. Alright. Let's jump back in. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to press I, not P. Just want to keep an eye what we got inside of our ship. Yeah, throw everything into the connector. Grab the stuff from the cockpit. Put that in medium. And then throw it down the cockpit. There we go. Sorry, cockpit. Sorry, connector even. Because we want to shift that into the other ship, don't we? Then what we can do, max out our refineries with all the stone. Right, let's get everything out of the mining ship. Disconnect. I have a feeling it was that one. No, this is silicon and iron. I've got the wrong asteroid. It's that one there. Look at that. You can see the blue right in the crosshairs. I think I was drilling from the wrong angle. Oh well. So yeah, there you go. There's our cobalt. Right, check how much we got. Yeah, it's the problem with this ship. It's a tiny little ship, and we're going to fill out very quickly. But saying that, though, we don't need that as much cobalt as we drilled. But 2 own signals. Ah, there we are. Let's flip that around. Yeah, I've got Payday coming up soon, so I will get that automated DLC pack that's just been released, which comes with quite a nice top-mounted camera rather than the one that you have to put onto a face. And yeah, we should be able to quite easily, after that, be able to see what we're doing, where we're going, things like that. Okay, that's going to take some time to process all of our cobalt. Why is there stone in the survival kit? Alright, get that quickly processed and out of the way. Okay. So, we hover over this. We can see there is cobalt going into our storage, but then it's being taken straight out again. It's being used to produce the, as it says, missing items that we need for our major refinery. Once we've got the major refinery sorted out, we can get rid of the smaller refineries, and so that will save some power on our ship. Power management is also critically important as well, especially early on in the game, when you're doing like something like the custom scenario star system, and there's a couple of others where you start out with literally nothing, say for a drop pod, or if you start off on the planet, or in the case of, say, if you decide to start off in space, you'll start off with a little spaceship like the one we started off with this scenario. Alright, there's our... Oops, we're going to have to come out of the mining ship for this. 16 units of okay, why is it saying we still need steel plate when we don't need steel plate? Obviously didn't register that we took it and made it. Okay. Now our big refinery is now kicking in. It's grabbed the gold, stone and the load of cobalt. So we could, in theory, sort of like go here, go control panel, toggle block off, and then we can grab that cobalt and slam that into our refinery. And then things like the materials, we'll just shove them in something else. And then we'll disassemble it. Yeah. And basically that will help us in the future to, with other projects. There we go. And we'll do the same with this one here. Turn it off, conveyor off, inventory. There's my refinery. There it is. Alright, so we've still got a load more cobalt that we can't shift, so that will stick in there. Cobalt, ferrous, nickel, silicon, cobalt. Okay, so that's now empty. Writing that down. Yeah, because in the end, like I say, the amount of power that the those refineries take is insane. There was like 220 watts or something. I off the top of my head, I can't remember. I mean, look at this. This proper refinery, 560 kilowatts. So power management is critical. That's why I turned off like the hydrogen engine, things like that, to slow down the rate of use of things. I could have turned off like the ion engines to be able to conserve a bit of power whilst we're doing like these operations. Beacon, I'd need to leave that on, but yeah, if needs be, you can also turn the batteries on the if you've got batteries on your vehicle into recharge mode. It turns all your other systems off, and any power you get through wind turbines, solar panels, nuclear plants, or if you get any mods, any other type of fuel source, if you will, it'll slowly but surely recharge those batteries up to maximum power. Alright, let's see what's going on. Use the access to the refinery. Right, so let's hide the empties. Right, assembler's got a ton of material. O2s are okay. Right, so it looks like we've got everything out of our little mining ship. So we can move that now back into position, switch the systems off. Let's go back into production. Right, we definitely now have enough for our for gold ingots for our thrusters. We've definitely got more than enough cobalt and way more iron than we're probably ever going to need in this scenario. We just need to find the elusive platinum. So yeah, so whilst that's all grinding away and being turned into ingots that we can use, we'll move our mining ship back into position. Right, Q and E allow us to rotate the along the Z axis. There we go. Gently down with the C. And yeah, we can lock it off. Turn off the ion engines, and we can press Y, and you see that power icon in the bottom right hand corner. It's turned a nice red to indicate we've shut down all systems on board. The batteries have got on the ship. You can see they've turned red. So everything is in a state where we can leave her. Okay. So yeah. Use our mag boots. Go to our cockpit. And we should... yeah. We can move off without losing our mining ship still. Okay. Meantime, while that's doing its thing, let's have a look at that one over there where it says tasks, ship tools. If you hold down Alt, it will show you what waypoints are. In this case, there's tasks. Oh, I've gone the wrong way around this. There we go. There's the facility. We can see it. Okay, we'll leave the ship there. So it can charge up and all that, and we'll head in. Yeah. Right, so here we've got an assembler disassembler ship. Looks like it's in need of some repairs like last time. Let's find out what they want us to do. Useful utility ship, needs repairs. Apparently everything is nearby. Oops. Okay. Oh, we've got some uranium. Alright. So is this thing battery operated or nuclear? Because I don't see... I don't see anything that's... looks like a power plant. Well, it's not on the upper side anyway. I don't see anything down there either. Alright, well, we've got some uranium, so let's have a look at what's on board this ship. Control panel, here we go. Batteries, beacons, connectors, grinders, gyroscopes, ion thrusters, landing gear, none. Nothing that's nuclear. Maybe that's for another mission, I don't know. Or maybe it's something that's over from something else. I really haven't got a clue here, but when it comes to why we've got uraniums that we don't need. But for now, we'll shove that in a connector along with the battery components. We'll grab what's remaining in there. Yeah, it's still on the floor. Oh, yeah, standing in front of the thrusters is a bad idea. I think I've got everything. Check on top. Everything looks fine. I think we haven't actually got everything now. Okay, let's have a look what's around here. Oh, there's an assembler in here as well. What we got? Hydrogen engine. Got a battery in here. Right, what we got this way? Can't seem to go. There's a force field. No, it's a pane of glass. Now, I did see... Was it up this way? I think it was. No, we'll go the other way. Alright, what have we got in here? Air vent. Use door 5. Not sure what door 5 is. Load more materials in there. Oh, medical components. Medical components are great for... if you're doing something like the survival kits or the what do they call it? Medical center, is it? Can't find it now. Medical room, sorry. Yeah, medical room. If we see in the components list, we need 15 of those. Now, to make those medical components, we do need quite a lot of
inventory full.
Yeah, quite a lot of silver for that. Alright, inventory full, huh? Alright. Now, last time we busted our way out. This time let's try using the doors to get out, shall we? So we need steel tubes, we need motors, construction components and plates. Okay, Now there's cargo there. Oh, I see. They probably want us to fabricate stuff here. Hence why the fabricator's there. Actually, what's this way? Or is this just sort of a placeholder sort of thing? Okay. No pressure in here anyway, so... Yeah. There you go. Survival kit in the process of being constructed. Yep, I know. Alright. Okay, just need tons of steel tubes. Ah! Didn't see that before. Yeah, everything we need seems to already have been loaded up. So, if we press 1 for the welder, there we go. And in the same way, what we can do is... Okay, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to move our mining ship. Now, what I have seen people do, which might be something we could do here, is we could disassemble everything and build our own. But, like I've been saying before, it's a good point. Where am I going to put you in the meantime? Sling you on top of the beacon? So I think we are rapidly getting to that point where I think we are going to have to think about some major reconstruction works. Because I think we're going to grab at least another couple of ships, because there's one which is like a hydrogen engine ship that we got to still get, and yeah. Alright, there we go. We see our dude sitting in the cockpit, which is quite nice. So we can get the rotation about right. Alright. Bing! There we go. We're connected. Okay. Okay, let's hide everything that's empty. So what we can do is... Oh, it's not going to... Yep, it is going to allow us. Okay. Move that uranium. Power cells. Okay. Let's move the ingots into there. Gives ourselves a bit more room in our refinery. Still churning away nicely. Okay. No, not going to allow me to do that. So all of this is going to have to be done manually from ship to ship. There is a way you can actually do it by using certain components, but we're not really building a ship here. We're just moving stuff around. Don't have any medicals of yet. Okay. Alright, that's everything moved over. So what we'll do, it's just a matter of completion. Move over those components that we picked up. Now what we can do is one of two things. One, just park this this baby. I don't know how. Does it have landing gear? Yes, it does have landing gear. Okay, so let's see. That's lights, thrusters. Alright, let's go into its control panel, and what we'll do is the landing gear we're going to pair up. So we call this constructor landing gear or something like that, and it's create our group. If we go come out of that inventory screen, the I screen, go into G, which brings up our toolbar configs. We've got the groups, put that in there. We'll go switch lock, and yeah, we'll park this on the refinery. Not refinery, sorry, assembler even. No, I haven't got it centered properly. There we go. Okay, so switch locks. Actually, if we go back into control panel, grab all of our thrusters, constructor thrusters, groups, toggle on off. Because I'm not sure whether we're going to use this vehicle again, to be honest with you, but like with our mining ship, it's there if we need it. And we'll grab what we can. I mean, after all, we are scavenging everything we can. Although at the moment, I don't think we need much more. I know I deconstructed something around here. There it is. I want to grab those medical supplies at least. I mean, we've got cobalt for days, so we don't really need to grab any more of that. When I say any of that, I mean the metal grids, because we'll be able to produce whatever we need. Okay, just double check that I haven't forgotten anything. That looks like that's everything. Now, with the Grav Gen, it just allows us to use our magnetic boots to be able to just walk around. Otherwise, you'd have to sort of fly into an area, use C to go close to the deck, and press X. But because there's a Grav Gen, it pulls us down onto the surface quite nicely, so we can just run around. I'm sure if we just keep on going this way, eventually we'll get to a point. Alright, maybe not. How big have they made the radius on this gravity generator? Alright, but normally, yeah, you'd just float off into space eventually. Unless you use your... Oh, where are we? Unless you use your jetpack. Okay, so we're looking good. We've managed to complete another assignment. Whoops. I mean, later on we may decide to come back for those components, depending on how we're going to deal with a future situation. There we go. V to go back into from first person to third person. L to turn off our suit lights. O turns off our suit transmitter. Now, I'm not sure we've got an atmosphere on here, but J would open the visor on your helmet. So if you're on a planet that's got breathable atmosphere, or you're in a pressurized area, which is one of the assignments we've got to do soon, you can open the visor, breathe air normally, rather than pulling it from your tank. Your personal tank, that is. Like I say, X is your jetpack. Things like seats, inventory for containers, things like that. Pressing F will put you in, or pressing I, in some cases, will bring you into the inventory. And the inventory screen, it probably wrongly named, but we'll call it command panel, if you will. Brings up your personal inventory, the inventory of whatever you're attached to at the time. Control panel for it. Production, if you got it. Info does exactly that. It shows you how many blocks you're using. If you've got a limit on your PCUs, I have to get back to you guys on what PCU stands for, probably next episode. But it basically allows you to only build a certain amount of blocks. Each block will then have a certain number of PCUs attached to it. So if you hit a certain size, then it won't allow you to build anymore. This is to stop you building stupidly large stuff if you're playing with friends on public servers, things like this. Conveyors, literally what it says it is. Thrusters, again, same. Number of lights, spotlights. If you've got gravity generators, artificial masses. Triangles, well, you guys should know what triangles are when it comes to gaming. Grid mass, so how heavy we are. And the number of physical shapes. So basically, you can only have something that's got up to 65,536 shapes in it. There is a reason behind that number as well. It's all to do with base 2, which is a number counting system for computers, because based on the switch, it's either on or off. So if you've done anything to do with computers, it goes anything in quantities of 2. Anyway, factions. So any factions you currently know about. So in this case, we saw some space pirates. They don't like us, so we got a bit of a hostile relationship going on with them at the moment. Okay, communications. Literally what it says is, any history that you've got, communications you can send to and from people. So GPS. So if you want to create like a GPS location, so you know where stuff is, you can do things like say new from current position. Oh, excuse me a minute. Alright guys, sorry, this is where I'm going to have to leave it for today. Next time we will go to this next one about pressurization, which is behind us, and we will deal with all of the fun and games of making sure that a structure in space doesn't leak oxygen. So, be happy, keep it real, remember to subscribe, like, notify, and leave us a nice comment below. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.